We have one, Diane, we have one person watching. Okay, we're here.
Woo, we're here.
It's
better late than never.
It has been a little crazy, but look what we got today to show. We're launching our fabric today.
We're pretty excited.
We are. We're so excited. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And everyone, be patient. We are new at fabric.
Yes.
But we're happy to be there.
We thought we were organized, but...
And we are. We're more organized than we think. So today we're launching fabric. We've got a project that Becky brought in for us to show, kind of a groovy thing that and she brought in a lot.
She did.
I thought it was one, but she brought in a bunch. So we're going to show you that, and then we're going to kick off with our 2 staff members from the 70s or 60s. And we're going to have to stretch over here, Diane. And we apologize for being late. I think maybe the fabric might have caused our trouble.
Becky, we need
So anyway, as you know, because we've been saying it every day, Maggie made a banner, and our wonderful staff all brought in pictures
grab
from the
a few
60s or 70s. And today's people, I'm going to say people, we're going way over here on the edge. So we have this little cutie in her Christmas dress that we're going to show you, and we'll see if you can guess. This staff member works mostly nights and weekends. She's got what we call a real job. And then this one, I think is going to be pretty easy. Yeah. So, and if you don't recognize the face or the hair, the fact that she's holding a kitten with clothes has got to be a clue. So those are our 2 staff members of the day. We're going to show you some specials, but first we're going to show Becky's project.
Yeah, Becky's grabbing some of the paper.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought I had it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't have it, but we're going to get it. All right, so what Becky did was, which is really cool, Diane, she made gifts. These are Christmas gifts. So some of us are on the ball.
Gifts.
I probably have things I didn't make last year that I was going to make, but Becky has made these for her friends, and she's using the Feeling Groovy collection from Dare to Be Artsy.
How fun.
And you might recognize these little 5x7 tablets folios that Chris had made for us, originated by our customer Gloria.
There's
Becky. Thank you, Becky. So this is our artist here, the gal that created all of it. And so Becky went and got the Feelin' Groovy collection from Dare to Be Artsy, and we've shown this because we're doing a lot of moving and grooving here at Memory Bound. And Becky, you just picked out different papers and went with
everything I used came out of here.
Okay,
out of the collection pack.
So she used the collection pack, and here's...
I just switched it from white to black.
Okay. So instead of using... I'm going to come right over here. No, stay here. I'm going to come over here so we can share my microphone. I'll even move it to my right side. And Becky wasn't going to do this today, but here she is. So... Okay, but these are amazing. And what Becky just said, and I don't know if you heard her, a lot of our samples we use the heavy white cardstock, and she used the black, which I think looks really good with these colors.
I did. I thought it was really pop.
Yep, it looks good.
And Becky, didn't you say you made these for your friends?
We have a group of about 8 or 9 retirees that get together and once a month, and I just decided that since we're all over 65, we're all going to have one.
Hey, that's great. That's great. Let's show a couple others. So this looks like the lava lamp from the paper that did you fussy cut that?
What I did was I took the die and I flipped it upside down and I drew around it. And
to mat around it. So you used the lava lamp die to cut out of the paper.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And then I thought, I really didn't like it because I thought the border was a little bit too wide. So I kind of nixed that idea. This was a Cricut cut.
Okay, a little peace sign.
Yeah.
I learned I was doing them backwards, everybody, but I got it right.
And then these were just the paper, and I took and used the die to cut them out of the cardstock. And then I just popped them up a little bit.
Look at the little mini clip. She's used one of Tim's little mini clips there.
And the one thing that I did different than the instructions is, there's a couple really. I cut this a little bit more narrow because I wanted the black to show a little bit more. And on the tablet, instead of making a strip across the top, I took and I made it 5 inches wide and then I don't know, just kind of guessed.
Folded it,
and
so
I
it went
wrapped
back.
it around the top. Yes.
All right, we love to see
Yeah.
little change-ups like
Definitely.
that. Look how nice this tablet fits in here, and then when you fill it up with all your notes and your journal and your dreams and your aspirations or your grocery lists, then you just put in a new tablet, which it.
And we
I'll
do
probably
sell the
give 'em
tablets by
an extra
themselves.
Oh, that's a good
With
idea.
with the binder. Or
So
the
here's
cover.
another one, and they're all just a little bit different. Becky, these are amazing. They're really, really nice, and they fit in perfectly with our groovy. Okay, Diane, zoom in on this. Becky looks like she used some of the maybe little gems, or it
I
could
just
be
pulled
the.
yeah.
some of those out of my stash.
And there's a little VW. There's our Janine, little piece
Yeah,
of Janine on there.
I'm working for Janine today, so.
Oh, you are? Well, that's perfect. It's perfect. So we've got that.
Okay,
and
Janet, I'm seeing a couple links, but I'm not sure how many you're showing.
I like this, how you put the flowers across the top.
Yeah, I kind of strategically cut the top so that it would, and what
You-
went on the back, it didn't matter.
And there she's got gems on the little flap. And there are magnets in here. So what I want to mention is that we do have the kits. If you want to get what you need, oh, they're like stuck, the magnets are stuck together. You can get a kit. They're $5.99. They've got your tablet, your directions with all your measurements. They've got your magnet, which is right here, your 2 magnets that you need. And then these come with white 110-pound cardstock for $5.99. You can also just get the directions. Or if you're doing it on your own, we do have the magnets. And we have the tablets also.
Yeah.
The 5x7 tablets if you just want to pick 1 or 2 up. Well, Becky, thank you so much.
very welcome.
This
Yeah,
is
they
just,
They were a
love
lot of fun
those.
to
they,
do.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, they're just, and this collection is perfect, and your friends are going to love these.
I said there's only one that could possibly be watching, but
Oh,
it's a surprise to all of them.
well, it's a surprise today then, if it's
All
not
right.
a surprise. Thank you,
very
Becky.
welcome.
Very, very
Okay,
nice.
Janet, I'm seeing one here and there, so she was linking, but they were disappearing.
The links are disappearing.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like how things have been going today.
It is raining here too. It's like a lovely
it's raining,
rain.
it's pouring. I'm going to
We
set this back
had
here,
already got
Diane.
an
I don't want
inch in
these to
our
get
rain
ruined.
gauge before the downpour this morning. So
Wasn't that a great project of Becky? I
yes,
just
that
love it.
was. They were so cool.
Let's show our specials next.
Okay,
Well,
so it's,
yeah, let's show our specials
these are our
next.
specials for the
There's
week.
an email that went out, and it's got all these specials on it, and you know it's Prime. This week or yesterday and today are the Prime days on Amazon, and we thought, well, let's show what we've got going on. So I'm going to start with 49 and Market. We've got 2 different Memory Keeper albums, and these are normally $18.99. We got the white and the black. Diane, you've shown us how to use these.
Yep.
And they're normally $18.99, so they're $9.50. They're half off. Half off, guys.
Great price.
And then along with that, at 49 and Market, we have 1 of their memory journals left in Raven, and these are the leather journals. This is $21.99, so it's going to be $11. It's got the strap. It's got the
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
what do we call these for your signatures? It's got the little elastics for your signatures. Does that sound okay?
I don't know if there's a technical name.
And then the other thing, if you follow 49 and Market and you see Katie Petit doing all those beautiful art journals, she a lot of times works in these memory journals. And we have 3 colors. We've got the plum, and we have raven, and we have pewter. And I opened the pewter so you could see what you get. These are normally $7.99, so they're $4.
Ooh.
And you're going to get
Great price.
a little sheet of stickers if you want to label them or use it on the inside. And then you get 2 of these, and they're like journal books, but the paper is really heavy. And you'll see her clamp it open, and she'll run tape along it. She'll
Yeah.
put paint. Really beautiful work. So you're going to get 2 of those, and then you get this piece, which is like a pocket.
Yeah,
And these are made to fit in with your signatures, to fit into your maybe a planner or something, but you can use them plain. And that's the pewter color. Those are normally $7.99, so they're going to be like $4.
Yeah, they would
Every
make
time
a
I
great
show
art
stuff,
journal.
I want
I
it,
know.
Diane. I'm thinking, well, gosh,
You and I are going to do an
for
art
$4.
journal here
We
one
are.
of these days.
We are. That's my goal. That's my goal. But first, I have to get organized. So these are our famous zipper bags, and I got to tell you, we need to give Kim all the credit for these because she really got us started on these. But these are normally $1.99, and we're doing our dollar special again. So they come in multiple colors. You'll see all of these items online if you go to shopping and go to specials right at the top. So we know these are going to fly out of here.
So they're both $1.
They're both $1. They're both. I know that's weird,
Yeah.
but that's what it is. And like even for your crafty goods or to keep projects in, my daughter puts toys in them when they go in the car.
Oh, I love them.
We traveled. They put all their medicine and ointments and creams in them.
Yep.
So they're really handy. They come in lots of colors.
They're great to put in your swimming bag for wet swimming suits.
Oh
and
yes, that's true.
I put them in. I put treats in to go to the ball games.
Yeah, they're just handy. I
Yep.
mean, they don't last for 100 years, but they're handy for $1.
Yeah.
All right, then 4th of July, or our patriotic section, is all 30% off. So go out there. You can go to shopping and go to themes and go to patriotic, and everything you see there will be marked 30% off. And we have a lot. I just grabbed these 4 collection packs just as a sampling of what we have, but there's a lot, and I have to tell you, I love them all. For some reason, I really love the red, white, and blue and the patriotic.
They're fun.
We've got stickers, stamps.
A lot of ephemera.
Another
cards.
personal favorite of mine. Then we've got our groovy. We have, I think, maybe about 10 of these left. These are the flower dies. I call them the groovy flowers, but they're called spring blooms. They're normally $9.99 and they're $3.99. So you end up paying about $1 a die for the flowers. And we showed you the banner here. Maggie used this die on all the banner pieces, and she said it cut really nice and she liked it. They're very versatile. And then this week's special is the Let's Get Crafty foam stickers from Simple Stories. And they just have that groovy look. They've got the font, and if you're crafting with your friends, or you just want to, take some pictures of what you like to do, and if that's crafting, that's what you're going to need.
How long are the specials good for?
They're good through the weekend.
Through the weekend.
Sunday.
Okay.
They're through Sunday. And then our magazine, our Creative Scrapbooker magazine, I know a lot of you are traveling or you want something to sit out in the sun and read, and we have just a few of these left. They're normally $12.99 and they are $9.99. So you save $3 on the magazine.
Okay, Jan, we will have to check on what the bags are online. She said they're not.
Oh, we can have, I bet they need to be fixed.
Yeah.
So we'll fix the, we need to ring the bell. We need to get that done.
Yeah.
Okay, then, is this my last? And then we'll do these last to go next. Okay, then we have some embossing folders that are normally $12.99 or $11.99. Teresa, can you have Doug fix these to
Price and
$1 and
pictures
put them in
or-
special? They have pictures. Teresa's gonna go talk to Doug, and
Okay,
then he's gonna
large
fix
plastic bags show the smaller bag picture and at $1.99.
Okay, we'll fix the price. I think the pictures are probably okay, but all right. So embossing folders, we have a lot of them that are $5.99 on special. This is called Numbered. Tim Holtz. It's 3-dimensional. It's pretty cool. I've seen people where they'll actually cut around the numbers. Normally $12.99 and it's $5.99. And this one is not Tim Holtz, but it is Sizzix, and it's called Leaf Pattern. And does that say it's 3D there on the front? Yes, that's another 3D.
Okay, we're fixing the bags. They're not under specials. Okay.
Yeah, I think I missed that. Sorry, everybody. I missed that last night.
It was a little chaotic.
I was grooving or something. Okay, and here's the paisley, which I think is really pretty.
Yeah,
we've got samples of this here at the store, and this one is also $5.99. And then this one is Art Nouveau, and this is normally $13.99 and it's $5.99. And these are all in the specials category. I do know that. And then we have 2 more from Tim, Entangled. So if you love the 3D dies or you haven't used them and you want to try one, hey, for $5.99 you can pick out a couple.
Yeah, that number one would be great for birthday cards.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
It would. And this is Damask or Damask, depending on how you say it. And it is also $5.99. All right, so that's our embossing folders. Hang tight for the zipper pouches. We'll get them fixed.
We'll get them
Hopefully
fixed.
Doug understands what I was asking. All right, then we have 2 specials because it's a special day.
It's Fabric Day.
It is, and I got that one upside down. So we're launching our Tim Holtz fabric. We've been talking about this for quite a few months, and when the fabric came out, I've seen it at market. Dawn and I had seen it for many years at market, but we didn't really think about bringing it into Memory Bound. And then Tim's been promoting it more, and a lot of you have been excited about the fabric, so we did it. And I'm going to be honest, we're new at this, and we're going to tell you all about it. But because we're launching the fabric today, we have 2 very special ideology specials. So we have the stitch scraps, and these are normally $4.99. These are fabric things, guys, and they're $2.99. So these are only $2.99. You save $2 on this. And then we have the ruler ribbon. And the ruler ribbon is also a fabric item. It's kind of canvasy, and it's the same price, $4.99, but it's on special for $2.99 in honor of our fabric lunch. So totally unrelated to other specials, but hey, it all works.
Yes.
Right, Diane?
Yes. Lori, we will get you on the list for that stamp.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of about these?
No, but they're really fun to
And
use.
you've got some samples,
Yes,
don't you?
I've used the scraps. Katie's used the scraps. I haven't used the tape measure yet.
I haven't either, but why is it when I show stuff then I'm thinking I'm taking that home with me? It's good colors because,
It's
even
really
for the
just
holidays, I think this would be great.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of holiday fabric. Okay, did we hit all of our specials?
Okay. Let's see.
Diane has a fabric
I am
special.
New at it too. I don't.
Okay,
sew a
and did
stitch,
you
but
change
I
the
want
price
that
in the
material.
sale price? Yeah.
Well, Jan, we're going to show you one example of how we used the fabric today.
And
made
we'll
by
have more.
Yeah,
We'll have
yes.
more. Okay, these are fixed.
Okay.
So you can find them in specials, or if you go to storage, and they are $1.
And they
So-
are $1. Okay, Doug
All
got
right.
those fixed for us.
Diane, I think we're going to turn the camera. I'll take
Okay.
the camera because, wow, we need to go like this.
Are we doing that first, though?
Yeah, we can do that
Okay.
first.
Well, you can.
Well, okay. Well, before we do this, I do want to give a shout out. I don't know if she's watching, but a friend of mine, Dawn, came in and she helped us. She's famous in the quilt world, and she's one of the most amazing people I know. And she came in and she taught us how to cut fabric. Some of us knew how to cut fabric, and some of us didn't know how to cut fabric. But we learned, and so Dawn, a huge thank you to you for helping us.
And your
I'll tell you,
cutters. And
we would have been. It would have been funny if you could have seen what was going on.
Yeah.
Here. So
we learned not to use the scissors when
Yes.
cutting.
Yes. She thought I was joking when I asked if she knew of a good pair of scissors that would, slice through fabric like wrapping paper, and she thought I was joking, but I wasn't. Maybe I shouldn't share that. So what we do is we have fabric you can purchase by the yard or the half yard, and that you're going to need to call in for. At this time, like we said, we're kind of new at this, so if there's something you see, make yourself a little note and give us a call, and we're happy to get it for you over the phone. But we do have bundles that are online, and if you go to memorybound.com and you go to shopping, and you'll see a category without a picture, and it's called fabric. And everything is in there that we have, and we've been cutting our little hearts out.
Yep.
But we also have, what should we show first, the bolts or this?
Maybe those. These are online.
Okay, let's show these first. So we have been cutting our little hearts out, and we have bundles, and we do have one fabric that comes in a single little piece. And in the memory bound fashion, we made up our own cut. So we don't have fat quarters or cake layers or jelly rolls. We have the crafter's cut.
Yes.
And the crafter's cut, and I'm kind of proud of that, I will say. I'm kind of proud that we made that up. If you're a quilter, it might be weird, but if you're not a quilter, then you're just going to think, oh, that's cool. So our crafter's cut is approximately, and we're saying approximately, 12 by 22. So it's 12 inches by 22 inches is what we're calling our crafter's cut, and you'll see that if you go online. And this is approximately what it looks like. And this is the one that we're selling by itself, not in a bundle, but you can get a crafter's cut, and it's the dictionary, and it's called neutral because it is neutral colors. Now, couldn't you imagine cutting pieces of this off and adding it to your projects,
I took some of
your
that
layouts?
home.
Amazing, amazing. And Dawn also taught us how to fold our fabric so that it looked really good. So I'm going to set this aside. And we got Janet linking for us. And I'm sure she's showing you. And it is Wednesday, and that is hump day, and that is dump day. But we're not going to dump anything paper. We're going to open up our fabrics and kind of dump it, but not really dump it. So we're going to start with Halloween. We have 2 Halloween bundles and 3 Christmas bundles. And we're going to start with our first Halloween bundle. And this one, I don't know, I guess it's good this is here. This is called Frightful Oranges. And we're going to dump it. So this is one of the new canvas fabrics. And it is approximately 12 by 22, our crafter's cut that we made up ourselves. And then the reason it's called Frightful Oranges is because of this fabric right here.
Yeah. And this is a brand new, I think.
It is.
Some of these
it's called craft or something like that. Now you can buy these by the half yard or the yard, but you just need to call us for that.
So the dictionary one is...
Oh, we didn't tell the price. It's $2.99 for a crafter's cut.
And then the bundles...
This one is $10.99. These have a piece of canvas in them, so they're a little bit more expensive. They're a little bit more costly, the new canvas fabric. Look at the plaid.
Yeah, love that.
You know,
Thanks,
we love
Kim.
plaid.
Yes, a rotary cutter is what we used on a self-healing mat.
Yeah. So I learned how to use a rotary cutter. So this is the Frightful Oranges.
Yeah, look how neat this is.
And look at this. This is the canvas. This fabric is, you can get all of these. We have all of these in stock by the half yard of the yard. Mm-hmm. The yards are $12.99. The half yards, I think, were $6.99.
Right here.
Oh, Diane's got the list right here. Thank you. $6.99. Now the canvas is $16.99 for a yard, which would be this one, and it's $8.99 for a half yard. So it's just a different fabric. I don't know. Maybe it's a little heavier.
It's much heavier.
It's heavier. Okay, I'm going to set this aside, or maybe I'll leave it like this, Diane.
Okay, Jennifer, sorry, that I guess it's not new, but
some of the fabrics are new and some aren't, and they're all new to us though. Okay, so that was Frightful Oranges, and now we have Halloween blocks, and this one is also $10.99. Are we going to make a mess, Diane?
Well, maybe we need to make a pile.
Yeah, that's a good
Put
idea.
those back together.
Okay, Frightful Blocks is called Frightful Blocks for a really good reason. It has the block words in it. Can I say approximately 12 by 22 again? So, and these are all in our crafter's cuts. So it's got the blocks here. This is called Halloween blocks, and then
we do not have any of that to sell by the.
No, and we can't get any more of that. So it only comes in the bundle.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that. And then look at this like spooky writing.
This is fun.
I
we tried to read it.
Yeah, we did try to read it because we were trying to figure out is it just Halloween?
No.
It could be other things. I feel like Edgar Allan Poe probably wrote this fabric. And then we have a plaid because we love plaids here at Memory Bound.
Yeah.
So this is a plaid that goes in this.
It looks, I don't know. It
It's
looks
kind
like
of
it's got a texture.
It does, and it's very distressed, and it's kind of a greenish gray.
Greenish gray.
And then there's a piece of canvas in this one. So again, this is the heavier fabric. And
so this
here
one
is
$10.99 also.
Right. When they have the canvas in them, they're $10.99 just because the canvas is a little heavier and it just costs a little bit more. And you can buy all of these, but the blocks by the half yard or the yard.
I'm not sure. Some of the people are saying frozen, so I'm not sure if you guys might have to go out and come back.
Maybe go out and come back in. Okay, so we'll set this over there. Thank you, Diane. Okay, so that's our dictionary and our Halloween, and now we got to move to Christmas.
Yes.
So we're going to start with our Christmas flannels, and that is the name of this, Christmas flannel, and these are all flannel, and I believe these are all the new fabrics for this year, and this is $9.99 for 4 different flannels, and the other ones also had 4.
Yep.
So let's start with this stripe because I kind of like this, and it's flannel, but I would say it's not like a super thick.
No, but it
It's
sure
a really
is soft.
It's a really nice
It
flannel.
will make an awesome quilt.
So there's the stripe, which I love, love, love. And we're looking at Christmas flannels now. And then check out this green. I love it because it really matches a lot of things. So this is green. It doesn't look like flannel on the camera. I don't know if I get close.
Yeah, it's it's nice.
And then this one. And these flannels are available by the half yard or the yard. And here is
This is one of my favorite.
Do I have it right side up?
Yep.
I do.
Yep. Look at all those fun words.
You could even cut words out with
So
very
Tim
sharp
has
scissors.
had paper of all of this.
Yes, a lot of it is his design.
Yeah.
And then the last one in the Christmas flannels is this blocked one with lots of images. Now, there might not be every image on every crafter's cut, but I could see you using a lot of these. And Diane does have a project that made with fabric and added fabric, and we're going to show you that today too. We have a lot to do today, everybody.
I don't know if the storms are causing issues or what, but you'll just have to go out and come back in. It's working here okay, so hopefully you can get it to work. Okay, so
we have another.
Boy, there's a lot that we're having.
A lot are having trouble. That's bad because it's our big day.
Yeah.
All right,
but they're coming. They're getting it.
Okay, this one's called Christmas Music and Modern, and again, you're going to get 4 papers. I think my favorite one might be in this one. 4 fabrics. Thanks, Diane. And it's called Music and Modern, and the reason it's called that is this fabric. See, I got to get trained. This fabric right here is so cool. Really amazing.
Yeah.
You can get this by the yard or the half yard if you just want the music. Otherwise, we have 4 different crafter cuts.
You'll see how I used this. And this is all cotton. None of this bundle is flannel. They're all cotton.
And look at this, guys. Look at this. Yeah. You know, our grandson, he's 3, and he always says, hey, guys. And now I'm saying it, or maybe he got it from me. But this is a really, really pretty holly berry fabric that goes with that.
Yes, the Christmas bundles are all, that first one we showed was
the Christmas flannels.
$9.99.
$9.99 for 4 different fabrics.
Yeah. It doesn't have the canvas in it.
Look at the paper.
I like this one too.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, here's why it's called Music and Modern, because to me this is mid-century modern.
Amy, we'll go back and review all the prices for you.
I love this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is how I should have been folding them as we show them, and then they're nice to look at after the fact. But so, okay, and there's one more, everybody, so hang tight.
Ashra, I hope it's not too cold in Chicago.
Cold?
Cold. She said it's freezing here.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is our last.
That's a bundle.
Yeah, this is a bundle right here. That was our Christmas Music and Modern, because it's got music, and then this to me is mid-century modern, this green right here. So I had to make up some names, guys. I did the best I could.
So this is our last Christmas bundle.
Yeah, this is our last bundle. We had 2 Halloween and 3 Christmas. And so far, all of them have had 4 crafters cuts in them. This one has 5. So this one is $12.49 because it has an extra piece of fabric, and it's flannel. Everybody,
there's 1 flannel and
one
4
flannel.
cotton.
Look at you, just want to go like that.
No, it's so cool.
All right, well, let's show these. This one is called Christmas Blocks and Vintage, and here's why it's called Christmas Blocks. Because these words look like they're made out of blocks, and we had this in Halloween also. And this we do have in a separate bolt if you want half a yard, and you know, I could see cutting these words out,
definitely.
Or maybe some of you are making pillows or quilts or pillowcases.
The size is 12 by 22. It's called
approximately
the crafter's cut.
We made it up, you guys.
Yep,
we did it ourselves. Isn't this pretty with the holly berries and the evergreen branches? And then this one is really different because look at the black background with the pine cones.
We had a terrible time deciding on what to get.
Oh my gosh,
we
did. We did. It was hard.
It was very
Finally,
hard.
I had to just print out little blocks, little thumbnail pictures. Okay, this is the flannel. So I'm pretty sure this is one of his new ones. And it's the only flannel in this bunch, but we decided to mix it up a little bit with some extra texture. And Penny said this one was her favorite.
You know, he's got paper on all of this fabric.
Yeah,
whether
it could be older styles or he's mixed stuff up.
It is, and what's available. We do not have any any Christmas
not really
paper left. We have sold everything.
Yeah. A lot of these are older designs that he's done. Now I want to point this out when you look at it, because I just noticed it myself. It's not just a plaid, it is distressed. So if you look close, like in the black, you'll see where it looks like the colors kind of come off.
Yeah.
And so that adds a lot of interest to it. And then I saved this one because we had the word in the flannel, the white with the words, and now we do have this one. That's the red, and this is your regular cotton, not flannel, but lots of cool words.
Yeah, love that. And the red is really good.
And this one has 5 fabrics, like we said, so it is $12.49. The other Christmases were $9.99 with the 4 fabrics. And then Halloween's different because it has that canvas. There's one piece of canvas in each one. And so those are, how much are those? I don't even know. Let me look. $10.99. So they're $10.99 because of that canvas, that new canvas. Okay, any questions so far, Diane?
Well, I'm trying to keep up.
Are you excited like we are? Hopefully.
Okay. I think
we
Janet
have a cheat sheet
doing
here, so.
pretty good. They want us to go over size and prices again.
Okay, we can do that. That's easy.
Having trouble finding fabric online.
If you go to shopping, go to memorybound.com and go to shopping, and then right on that main page you'll see fabric. There's no picture there, it's blank, but you'll see the word fabric. And it's about in the middle of the page. It's alphabetical. Okay, so should we just review it, each bundle then?
It's under shopping. I remember covering albums with fabrics in the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
Good. I think they're liking everything.
Awesome.
Can we go over which items are not on sale? We will, Janet.
Are not on sale?
Not on.
Not online. Yes, we absolutely can. Really, everything we've shown you in the bundle you can buy by the half yard or the yard while supplies last, except for one. Is there one fabric that we don't have, and that's the Halloween blocked words. It's this one right here on the top.
And we are getting more of some of the Christmas. Hey, Nothing new though, right?
No, it'd be the same. We can't get the Halloween anymore, guys. It's
gone.
sold out. So if you like Halloween and you want some fabric from Halloween, be sure and get it so you don't miss out.
Angie, we're doing a quick demo this morning when we get done showing it all.
Yeah, what time is it? 10:09. We're doing pretty good. Yeah. All right, so just to review, we made up our own size. We don't have jelly rolls or fat quarters. We have the crafter's cut, which is approximately 12 by 22. So that's what's in all of our little bundles is 12 by 22. We have one that's by itself that we showed you, and that's this dictionary.
Yep, that's this one right
and
here.
Oh, yeah, that's good. And then there's, if you want to buy it by the half yard or the yard, you sure can. We thought that was a very versatile one, and it goes with everything. So it goes with every bundle here that we have. This goes with it. So that's pretty cool. Then we have 2 Halloween bundles, and they are $10.99, and you get 4 fabrics. And we just showed you all of those. Let's see. Let me look at the names here. Frightful Oranges is one of them, and that's got that cracked orange in it. And it's got the little little images. And the other one then is called Halloween Blocks, and that's got the little words that look like they're in blocks. And it's got the canvas stripe. Each of them has one piece of the new canvas. So those are $10.99. And then we have 3 different bundles for Christmas, because you know Christmas is a big holiday. Oh, thanks. Diane's keeping me straight.
Well,
I know. We have to be so careful here.
it's going to be,
Like, I think I've already lost.
it might be underneath.
It might be under. Okay, so we have 3 Christmas bundles, and the first 2 are $9.99. I accidentally grabbed an extra one of those. They have 4 fabrics in them, and this one is Christmas music and modern because it's got the music paper, and I think that's very mid-century modern. So those are the 4 in that one, and for $9.99. And then we have the one that's Christmas blocks and vintage, and it's called that because these kind of look like letters on blocks. And that's got that one and the really pretty berries. And then you've got the black with the evergreen. Oh, this is the 5-piece.
This is the 5-piece.
I'm sorry, this is $12.49. I didn't want to show this one yet. It's got a little piece of flannel, and then it's got the red with the words on it.
These are my 2 favorites.
Those are, and they do look good together,
Yep,
don't
they
they?
do.
So that's $12.49 because it's got 5 instead of 4. Christmas blocks and vintage, and then there's the Christmas flannels. And then we're back to 4, and these are all flannel. And they're just a really beautiful weight.
They are. They're
This is
good.
$9.99. And
Okay.
I don't know what-
right there.
right where? Okay. So
Okay, so now we can go and just show them the bolts. So if you
Sure.
want to have a half yard or a yard, you need to call the store.
yeah, we're not quite ready.
No.
We're not ready to have this online yet. We're learning. We're training staff how to cut it, how to kind of figure things out. But we do have the dictionary, and then in the one Halloween bundle, we don't have those blocks with the words, but we do have the canvas stripe.
Yep. And this is $16.99.
$16.99 for a yard, and we have that plaid that's got that kind of greenish gray, and it looks like it's messed up, but that's what Tim loves, and so do I. And then we have what I'm calling the Edgar Allan Poe writing.
Yep.
And then for Halloween, we also have the canvas that has all of the little images that you could easily cut apart.
Easy cut apart. And it's going to be fun. It was really fun for me to mix and match the fabric with the paper. It's just another element to use or another embellishment to use.
And this is $16.99 because it's the canvas, and then we have that cracked. This isn't really called orange, it's called something different, but for me, I'm calling it orange.
Yeah.
Just to help me out. And it's got some writing on it and some cracks. And then these little diamonds, I do remember a paper like this.
Yep.
Don't have that.
And then we do have a plaid that's like a really nice plaid for fall or Halloween. It's got your black and
Which one?
okay.
Half-yard music?
Music is over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see
Okay.
it. Sorry.
And then we have these 3 flannels. And these are $12.99 a yard or $6.99 for a half yard. And then we have my mid-century modern green.
You get that word?
I don't know. I just think it looks like something from the 60s.
I love the green. The green is
Okay.
a perfect green.
And here's my idea for this, guys. You could take this and cut it in the shape of a tree.
yes.
And I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
The ones
Yeah.
that just have letters or the one?
And then we have this red that you said you loved.
Yep.
And these are all going to be, everything else is $12.99 for a yard or $6.99 for half a yard.
Okay.
And then here's the
okay.
music, which I think is going to be really popular. I
love
could
the
just
music.
see cutting those
Yep,
out.
definitely.
And then we have
And
one-
those are all cotton there. The
Yeah, they're-
flannels
the flannels are
It's
kind of intermixed.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
coming.
And then we've got the red Christmas words. And this is our 5-piece bundle. And we've got the black. That's really beautiful. I could see some glitter on some of these pine cones.
Yes.
And we've got your plaid, Diane. That's
Yep.
I just discovered it's not really super solid.
And that is flannel.
And then we have the words,
Yep.
the blocks. And then we have this one that it's just kind of a nice, lots of red. I like it because it has lots of red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Whew.
Okay, does that do it?
Well, I hoped everybody got a feel for what we have and what is available. The Halloween, once it's gone, it's gone. We will not,
unless our vendor gets more in. But as of right now, they're sold out of a lot of it.
And, be patient with us. This is our first rodeo.
We're learning. It is. But you know what? We wouldn't be memory bound if we didn't try new things.
Right. And we're all excited. We have several quilters that are staff, but also customers.
Right.
You'll
see. If you're a quilter, if you just want to use it in crafting, however you want to do it, we're excited to be able to provide it. And thanks, Tim, for designing some great fabric.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're not done. Don't go away. Nope, Diane's got a fabric project to show us. So why don't I take the camera?
Okay.
And Diane, thank you for all your work on the fabric.
It was kind of fun. It was a great addition to all of our other stuff in the store.
And if you don't know, there's a lot going on right now here at Memory Bound. So it's
and we have literally taken over the classroom. We don't even have a classroom.
We don't have a classroom anymore.
But
someday
it's fun to have that as an addition.
It is. It's something cool. And oh my gosh, you're going to love this, everybody.
So one of our good customers who has become a very good friend made this for me, and she made it even a couple months ago, if not longer, because she's a quilter and she had a lot of this fabric already in her stash, and she sent me a lot of
she even sent her extras.
She did send some extras for me to play with. So when it's made out of this canvas.
So that's the fabric journal from Tim Holtz. While you open it, I'll just show. Here's a little sample.
It's called the Fabric Journal, and it is $6.99. And
so this is a good base if you want to do something with fabric.
This is how she started.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just like that. There is a pocket there. Let's see, just some plain pages, another pocket. So that's how she got started. And when I did not know she was making this, and when I got it in the mail, I couldn't believe it.
It's amazing that look at the comparison.
Yeah,
look at the thickness.
She made this.
It holds a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's also an idea that you could do with the fabric if you wanted to just start.
Oh, yes.
Do some folds and some
It's
stitching.
just got a stitch down the middle, and it would be, I don't know, it's probably, I don't know how many pages it has.
Lots of pages.
But yeah. So this is how this started. So when she sent it to me, she had just the background paper I'll just flip through it, all done, but none of the embellishments. She wanted to see what I came up with in embellishment.
Diane, you should see the hearts coming through.
And I have not put pictures in this yet. I had decided I was just going to do some techniques and embellishments and see how it went. And Kim had the twill wrapped around it. This was there. And I added, and it got so fat, and I don't want to wrap this around it. So I am going to close it with just a strip of fabric like this. So I put another loopy thing on the back, and it will be held shut like that. And I'll do that at the end.
And Diane, we have a question about it. This is not muslin. This is made out of a canvas. It's very soft, but a muslin would be probably really thin. And this is a little bit heavier.
It is called a stitched canvas, is actually what it's called. And there is Alicia, who will be here tomorrow.
Next week.
Next week.
Alicia's going to be.
Next week.
Alicia's dropping in today.
Next Wednesday.
She has a bag and a basket.
I got to get some fabric.
Yes.
I couldn't hardly wait.
Yes. Okay, so that's how I did my front.
So this is the fabric that we just showed you, everybody.
This is the music fabric, and I cut one out, and I stamped on it with our new Sizzix stamp. Now these are out of stock, but there's more coming.
They're probably coming soon. I think we got an invoice for
those. It
is
called Festive Dictionary Definitions from Sizzix. And I can't
We're out of them because all of our staff purchased them.
They were pretty cool. So
and
you can
were
see
not. They were maybe $11.99. They weren't very expensive either.
So you can see how I stamped on it, and I stamped with the archival red geranium, which is a really cool red. I like this red. And then I stitched around it. I frayed it. I used one of the fabric.
Oh, the little fabric scraps that are on
fabric
special.
Scraps on there. Then I know a lot of you are going to ask where I got my embellishments, but literally I went to my stash, just opened up and started pulling out different things. This Believe is from my mind's eye. So
we know that's going back.
That's old. All the 25s. These are all from Tim Holtz ephemera over the years. And then of course I had to use my loop pin.
Diane doesn't do a project without her loop pin.
Yep.
And here they are. You get 24 loop pins.
You need to have those in your stash.
They're $4.29, so they go quite far.
Yeah. And then I just started layering, and then I sewed all of it together. So before I put it on here, I kind of glued it.
Okay.
Yep, I kind of glued it, and then you can see how I stitched all the way around. So everything is stitched in. I wanted it solid for the front. And then this little piece of embellishment I did in...
Was it a scrap?
It was a scrap in Merry Makers or something I did last Christmas. So that's how my front came. I did it last. I had no idea what I was going to do. And I just started playing.
And red geranium is Diane's the color that she used.
And I used 2 stamps, the Merry and the Christmas.
Very
and
cool.
then I inked everything with Vintage Photo.
Or gathered twigs.
Or gathered twigs. I used to use Vintage Photo.
I use Vintage Photo. Whatever brown whatever your go-to
definitely.
brown is.
So I really grunged it up.
Wow.
This is the only thing I added on this page is this tree, and I used a collage method. I just made, I've gone over, or I've told how to make collage. They're called master boards. This washi tape is the 49 in Market, which I love.
Oh yes, Teresa loves that too.
We
have this is last year's.
Yeah.
And washi tape wise, we have just a few left, but we do have a lot of the paper and things.
Yeah. So this is really a fun washi tape. And then you get the floral and the stripe, which is fun to use too. So that's the 49 in Market Holiday Wishes. And then the die, I don't think I brought that die over here. Sorry, I'm not sure what that die is.
I remember it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
either.
it's an older one, but it's a Tim Holtz one. So she used the paper on the back and the fabric on the front and just pieced it all.
So there's good ideas how to cut those words out.
Yep.
What I'm calling the blocks.
And then there's the flannel. This is something she had in her stash.
So this is fabric, everybody.
Yep. So that's that page, and these tags are just so cool.
Yeah, they're fun.
Cool. This page was plain except for this little corner notch up here of the Santa, and again, that is something that she had in her stash. So I made a fun page. I had been wanting to make embellishments like this. I cut it out of the master board, but I did it in a circle, and then I stamped on it. And the stamp is this stamp right here. And this is a great stamp. I love it. It's called Holiday Postmarks.
Yeah, I have that one too.
And we do have one in stock, but there is more coming. This is still available.
It's good even just to put on your Christmas card envelopes.
I love that stamp. Tim Holtz ephemera, and then I used one of the pocket cards. And
that is a pocket
yep,
card.
And it's not a Christmas one, so if you have the pocket cards, you can make it so it, I don't have those here either, make it look like Christmas. So I sewed on it, I stamped.
And we do have the pocket cards back in stock.
Yep. And then I just took one of the stitch pieces and folded it and sewed it.
So Jolly Santa back again.
And this stamp is on order. Okay, I need a pocket, the pocket cards,
the journal cards,
and then the memory bound Christmas stamp. Do we have any of those left?
I will find out.
I don't know. Chris is
I
gonna
used
find out.
a lot of stuff in here, and I guess I didn't grab everything when I was packing. And then this is just a word out of my stash. So that's that page, which is, I think, a really fun
Lisa
page.
says there's a fabric adhesive you can get called Fabric Fix. So we probably do need to pull in, or Cheryl says Eileen's fabric glue. So we probably need, help me remember that, Diane.
Well, I used the Nouveau glue, and everything is sticking
Okay.
too, so yeah.
Okay, there's one question. This Santa is not new this year, but he is amazing. We did a whole video on him
This
last
is one
year.
of your favorites.
It is one of my favorites because he stamps so well. And Diane likes this little phrase right here.
Yep, I used that, and the December 25th, I've used that quite a bit. So, yeah.
And Diane said she used the Nouveau glue,
Yes.
on her fabric.
Yep. And everything is sticking. I don't think anything has come. You can use these
Hey, that's our special for
for
$2.99.
for little tabs too. They're
So
great
don't
for
forget
little
about
tabs.
this. That's in honor of our fabric lunch.
Okay, so the next page, Kim made this whole page,
clever.
and I just love that little cutout. So I just decorated the tag, and there's some more of the paper. Oh, thank you.
What's the pocket card?
One.
Is it this?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
thanks.
changed the name
Okay.
of them.
Thank you.
What are they called? Journal cards.
They used to be called pocket
Okay.
cards. Now they're journal
So
cards.
this is the journal cards I used, and I made it look like Christmas.
It looks like Christmas.
Yep.
Let me flip this over. You
Yep.
get 100 for $11.99, and there's 4 sizes.
Yes, and you can I just stamped the pine off of our memory bound stamp, this one down here, stamped around the edge, and it definitely looks Christmas.
And if you were Merrymakers, if you did Merrymakers
Yep.
last year, you have this stamp
Yep.
set. And
we love
the
that.
Santa ephemera is not new. That's from Diane's stash. We have
Right.
not gotten his new.
No, but we're
Waiting for Halloween.
Yep. So she's got two little a pocket up here with these cute little tags. Look at those cute little tags.
And one side's
then
fabric and one
Yep.
side is paper.
And then I just added the 25 and the memories. But those are just so dang cute.
They are cute.
And I
I
love
think
how
we
she stitched
I
them.
think we should make a comment that yes, Virginia, there will be a Memory Makers for Merry Makers
Yes.
for 2023 and a Scary Makers.
Yeah, so get ready.
So-
We're working on it. Let's see, this is one of the scraps down here, and then I went to my stash and just pulled out a Christmas word. All of this is from my stash. The ribbon and the twine that she used is from her stash. Okay, and then she made a pocket. And
Oh, surprise.
I know. Look at, I just love all of her stitching. I just go around the edges a lot, but look, you can tell she's a quilter.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This was made by our good friend Kim in Sioux City. And then here is
You guys are a good
music.
team, Diane.
Well, we like the same thing. That's for sure.
Obviously.
Then she did kind of a snow page. Now this material we do not have. Again, it was in her stash, but it's just so much fun. I used
Twig and stump.
Yep. And we do have one left, and we'll have to see if we can get more of these. These are just really fun snowmen.
They've got character.
They were
They look
so
like
much
they look
fun.
like trouble.
Yep, so much fun. And then I just used fabric for the ties. And this one down here, I actually put paper on the back of some of the fabric that
you did? And then you cut it out?
And then I cut it out. And I had to go over it a couple times, but it finally, and it looks kind of ratty, but that's okay.
That's your look.
That's the look anyway, so it worked out really good. So I love that page. This is one of my favorite Elizabeth Craft dies, and it is called Alphabet Tabs. And it is $23.99 and a lot of fun.
And it has the numbers,
Yeah.
everyone. So it's got the numbers, it's got blanks,
Yeah,
punctuation.
It's just so much fun. And so to bring more red into it, I cut the
good
letters
idea.
out of red. And then some snowflakes. And this is just a snowflake die too that I had. And then this page I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do, so this is all of Kim's idea. This is a really cool pocket.
Oh, a little Velcro.
Yes, that she made another fun collage tag and put. This is from his wallpaper collection. So that's a neat thing. That's a cool
And this book,
pocket.
I would call this book over the top. And we're showing you a lot of ideas.
Yes.
Not to be overwhelming,
No.
because you can do a little bit or you can do a lot.
I did it so you can get a lot of different ideas.
Right.
That's what I like to teach people, is all the different, just fun. Oh, and there's a pocket back there too. I need to put
There's
something
always-
back there. Didn't know
So all
that.
these little hidden
Yeah.
pockets. I can't believe how thick it got. How much it holds.
Okay, so this was the very first element that I made when I started making this book. And this is this Santa Claus off of this die or stamp, and it is called Vintage Holidays. So I stamped it and then I fussy cut it out. And I stamped it on red paper, and the red paper came
Wait.
out of his.
That's on red paper?
Yes. The paper is red, and it's
Oh, one of his craft cores?
this is the fabric, but he's got paper just like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yes, it's not the craft core, it's out of his backdrops.
Okay.
Yes. So I loved it on
I
the
like
red.
it too. Looks like
And then
it's
I just
sanded.
used black archival
Archival?
ink to stamp it. And then I cut it out. Then I used this to make a library, the curved library pocket die from Elizabeth Craft.
Diane has quite a collection of dies from Elizabeth Crafts.
And then this is his backdrops from last Christmas. And then I took some fabric, and this is fabric. The red is the fabric, and sewed it on.
Very cool.
So that made my library pocket. Then I made a library pocket insert and put some paper on it, and I
Brad.
put a
We
brad
were just
on.
talking about brads
Yep.
and eyelets yesterday.
So what I wanted the Santa on the outside.
I thought that was very clever.
Like that.
So he comes out,
So
but he's
he
on the
moves.
outside.
And then I just made a belly band to stick this under, and the Santa Claus then goes on top.
So did you actually ink that fabric with the holly on it? Is that why this fabric here?
Oh, yes. Yes, I
she
used
inked
gathered.
Because it's kind
Yeah.
of a brighter white when we showed it, but there it is
and
inked,
I
so
don't
you
know
can
if
see.
I have a little sample of it, but yeah, I inked everything. You know me, I can't not do.
So we can
inking.
ink our fabric,
Yep.
everybody.
And then I just used one of the mini clips to clip on this little.
Those are called
ephemera.
tiny clips.
Yep, ephemera piece up there.
And the
so
tiny
that-
clips, you get how many?
a
15.
lot.
And this one doesn't have a price on it. It must be free. They're $4.99 for the tiny clips.
Okay, so then this is a pocket that it's already made in the canvas, and she just put some material, and we do have this material in stock. And then she made this little tag. And this die cut is from Elizabeth Craft, but it is no longer available.
So you just have to do something different, or just cut a piece.
I think I even brought it, but it is a fun little pocket. I took this is from the journal cards, the Christmas one, and he's done those.
Let's hope he does them
several
again.
years.
I have quite a collection at home.
And then I did a stamp on there again with the jolly and just stamped on it.
And if you're just joining us, these stamps are coming. What are they called? Festive Dictionary Definitions. We have a whole bunch coming. So if you want those, give us a call or send us an email and we'll reserve them for you when they get here.
Yep. So that's a neat, and I can put a picture there. Then this is the blocks fabric that we have.
And we have it by the yard or it's in the bundle.
Then she made a pocket out of the fabric, and this die here is the Elizabeth Craft.
Oh, that's your other go-to.
Yeah, but look how fun those are. So I did a 2 and a 5, and I wanted them sticking out the top. So you
that's
can
called
see
number
they
reinforcers.
stick out the top. Yep, and I didn't use it as a reinforcer. I just used it as the 2 and the 5.
Yeah, that looks neat.
And then this is a cool tag that Kim made, and this is a belly band here. So I took one of the journal cards, just tore it. I wanted the 25 sticking up. And put that there. And then I had this in my stash. It's a paper clip wrapped in paper, and I think I showed how to make one of those.
Yeah, I think you've shown that on the videos.
Used that, and then this is paper that she used, and that was sticking in there.
Okay,
so that was a fun page.
Mary has a question. What are the letters Hope together on the fabric, or did you have to cut them?
No, that's all one piece.
They were together.
They
on
were
the
together.
fabric.
Yep.
I think there's Hope and Santa and Claus and lots of different holiday words.
Lots of different words that you can cut out. Another pocket with another tag. This is a fun collage-y type tag with...
You know, now that we've showed all our fabric and I'm seeing it in here, it's really makes me happy.
Again, I had this in my stash. I just took the loop pin and put a little bell. I had made some tags, did some buttons, just to add some fun elements to
Diane
the
goes
tag.
through a lot of loop pins.
I do.
You get 24 in the package.
I do. And then another pocket with, look how fun that is. This was her own design.
Did she do all that?
Yep, she did all that. So she did.
Amazing.
She used fabric, she used paper, she used the scraps, and then made a collage-y little tag out of it. So, and this is ribbon she had in her stash. This is, I think, no, I don't know if we have that.
If you had just the twill ribbon, you could stamp on it with your archival.
Oh, yes.
So you could easily do that.
Definitely, and I think we've showed that before. So that is my fun little album from Kim, and she had sent me pictures of her album, and some of the pages that she did in hers were like really cool, so I just wanted to show them really quick. She made a snowman. There's the love out of the blocks. This is just a collection. Just look at how fun that page is. She tied some of the skates.
Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't that just so much fun? So just start playing around. She added some holly. She's got some really, really cute pages too. Okay.
A lot of people have their grandma's sewing machines.
Yes, and look at this cute one where she put all of that stuff coming out of that pocket. And really, she has about as much ephemera in her stash
as you do?
As I do. So they're just really fun fun pages. So kind of
Everyone's loving all this.
go out and go to your stash and
We
and
thought
have
this
some
was
fun.
we thought this was the perfect way to kick off our fabric launch. And
So hopefully,
we
this
have
is
one more
another.
project.
Yes, this is one of those little notebooks that we got in a while ago.
so they're little mini notebooks. I think they have 48 pages. They're $1.49.
That Alicia, yes, Alicia showed us these, and she will be showing some of
Yes,
hers
Alicia
that
is
she
the
did.
one that's responsible
Yes.
for the little notebook.
So I used some of that vintage,
My mid-century modern
green, modern, and went to my stash. This is the washi tape, the 49 in Market, and that's just a journal card. And then these, and I didn't bring this over either. Well, we'll be showing this again.
those are the Elizabeth crafts.
Crafts,
There's a stamp
yep,
and a die that
yep.
go together,
And then
and we love it because those clips.
Yeah. So that's another little cute. Wouldn't that be cute for a table favor if you're having your ladies group over or just a ladies
Make
craft
them now, and
along.
you'll be ready for
Yeah.
Christmas, or have a Christmas in July lunch.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, those are really
In
a
our
lot
free
of fun.
time, we're going to
So
do that.
I think that is it, and hopefully we'll be having more projects with our fabric.
Well, Diane, thank you. I know you spent a lot of time working on that, and
Well,
Kim,
thanks to
thank
Kim,
you,
yes.
Kim, also.
Yes, it was great.
It's pretty amazing. And
is.
tomorrow, Katie's here tomorrow. We're getting back in the groove for the groovy
Yes,
tomorrow.
we had to break.
We
from
took
the
a break.
groovy.
We had a groovy this morning. And just remember about all our specials, especially the two that we have, especially. How many times can I say special or especially for our fabric launch? And there are these two ideology items from Tim: the fabric tape and the stitch scraps are $2.99, and they're normally $4.99. And everything else you can find online under specials. Diane, this is amazing. I think we're going to end our day over here looking at fabric because we have worked really hard to get this ready and bring it in and figure it out. And we're pretty excited about it. And I hope you are too. If you have questions, give us a call. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow. If you're in the area or you're traveling, we'd love to have you stop in and see us. And otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow with Katie, and she's got an adorable little boho summer theme album that she's going to show us how to make.